Diversity Report by Jakia Strider. Promoting diversity should be a goal shared by many school districts across the country. But actually achieving the goal in the classroom on a day to day basis can be hard to do. The goal of this presentation is to highlight ways teachers and school districts can adapt a culturally responsive curriculum and instructional practices. In the dictionary, the term diversity is defined as a state of unlikeness or the condition of being different. Because we are all different, diversity includes everyone. When I think of the term diversity, I think of it as being defined as the inconclusiveness of all things or people. On a personal note, diversity involves accepting both similarities and differences, which encompasses the inclusion of all people, no matter their race, religion, sexuality, physical abilities, economic status, or any other thing that will make someone appear different. Overcoming diversity is still a major problem in our society, and a part of this problem is the fact that we are not willing to have diversity consciousness. Being diversity conscious could change how we view and treat people. The first step to diversity consciousness is we must be willing to expand our perception of people by choosing to learn about their cultures and working to build close relationships with diverse ethnic groups. To me, diversity is a state of mind and means actively including others in your life that are different from you. The term diversity should not be limited to race, gender, nor ethnic differences, but should cover a broad spectrum of differences. Our perspective of diversity is often influenced by how we were raised to foster diversity and our experiences with diverse groups of people. Diversity can be defined multiple ways, however, the end meaning will always cover differences. Socioeconomically disadvantaged students receive a larger portion of their educational opportunities at school. The vast majority of socioeconomically disadvantaged students are minority students. In addition, English language learners also depend heavily on schools for their educational opportunities. Because of this, it is very important that school districts create a curriculum that is fair, meets the needs of these students, and hold all students to the same standard. The curriculum should also embody an opportunity for students to learn about and interact with different cultures, races, and ethnicities while being adaptable to students' experiences and preference of learning. A multicultural curriculum is successful when it provides students with learning resources that are racially and culturally familiar to a diverse group of students. One of the challenges facing teachers is not creating a multicultural curriculum, but how it is being taught. Many teachers in pre K through 12 classrooms acknowledge they need to adapt to a more multicultural curriculum and practices to meet the needs of their increasingly diverse student population. There are many challenges to adapting to developing a multi-curriculum. One way to approach cultural change to a school's curriculum is by utilizing the strategies of teaching about specific geographical areas. A multicultural curriculum must not replicate the current mainstream curriculum and should be created to acknowledge and address diversity. In addition, content must be accurate, complete, and acknowledge the contributions of all groups to grow as more immigrants enter this country. Due to having such a diverse population, the instructional practices in the United States public school system has changed. Minorities constitute the majority of public school populations. The key to being able to teach such a diverse group of students depends on good instructional practices. These instructional practices start by having a good understanding of multicultural education. Teachers who are committed to effective instructional practices utilize student unique characteristics, backgrounds, experiences, and interests to make learning connections that encourage cross cultural understanding. Teachers can also have children discuss similarities and differences in their families in order to discover and celebrate how unique their families are. One activity can be done to promote cultural awareness in the classroom is to create a fruit salad and discuss with the students the differences that make the salad better, such as the different colors and flavors. Teachers can also label common items in the classroom with names in different languages so the students are exposed to common words in multiple languages. Teachers have an ethical responsibility to deeply understand the students they teach. Teachers must be culturally competent and teach to a culturally diverse group of kids. The biggest part of anything you do as a teacher is about building relationships. Students have to know that the teachers believe in them, sees them, and respects them. Cultural competence is nothing more than teachers having strategies to engage students in instruction. District and classroom policies should be fair to all students and should not discriminate. The student population over the years have become culturally and linguistically diverse and is exceeding the population of white students. White students have become the minority population, especially in the public school districts. Diversity in curriculum, instruction, and school policies have received considerable amounts of attention due to the increase in diversity in the classroom, as well as the needed changes in policies and attitudes towards diversity. The goal of schools policies should be to promote diversity and alleviate racial isolation. Diversity-rich content should include understanding and overgeneralizing the characteristics of a student's culture that can lead to stereotyping and other negative and unproductive teaching practice, as well as a focus on how a teacher's belief and disposition can affect their relationship with their students. In order to improve learning outcomes for students of color, policies should remain and require teachers to use instructional strategies and materials that support and achieve the diversity of the students. To conclude, teachers must be culturally responsive, utilize materials and examples of diversity, engage in diverse practices, and demonstrate values that include rather than exclude students from different backgrounds. The educational system plans the curriculum, however, the teacher is responsible for delivering instruction that ensures all students have an equal opportunity to achieve the best abilities. By creating culturally responsive instructions, teachers fulfill their responsibilities to all students.